we are on the verge of completion of this C module. We on chip periphery we are seeing. So last two or 3 points are remaining from our second chapter. We will complete with the second unit. And then we will start with the unit number 2. Okay. So this PWM, the next module is on chip periphery. Yes, boss.
Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just last point of this unit that we will cover, test bench. Okay, Verilog test bench, and then we will stop. Okay.
Not visible over there.
But whatever the points that we have covered up till now, okay, all of you have clear with that?
Is it there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let us check. Okay. Don't fight over here. Let me share that. Screen is visible to you all.
Okay. So
Screen is visible now. Huh? Okay.
today's
So what we will do is we will
point
try to
that
get
we will
login
discuss
through my login. Okay.
is writing a
So
test
I will
bench.
try to login over there.
Now, while discussing the blocking statement, right? Different block statement. For example, always block, and second one is initial block. So we have already discussed this always block is normally used, right, for writing a VHDL code. But to write a VHDL test bench, Verilog test bench, we are using the initial block, right? And while writing a Verilog code, we are using the always block, and for test bench we are using a initial block, right? So today's point of discussion is writing a test bench, right? A Verilog test bench. So what do you mean by this test bench? So a test bench specifies a sequence of inputs to be applied by a simulator to an Verilog based design, right? So all of you know in the same thing we did in VHDL, right? What we are doing there, we are giving some inputs, right? Manual inputs. For example, for full adder, we have given the A, B, and C in value, and right, we are checking the output. Similarly, in case of Verilog also, the same thing we are doing, right? What we are doing, we are actually giving some inputs to the simulator, right? In case of Verilog also, right? And how to give input and write, how to give input and that all, that comes under the code section, test bench code for the Verilog test bench. And always remember, whenever you find some initial block, you just recognize that is a test bench, not your main code or your design code, you can say. Okay, so different, right? In test bench you have that advanced some behavioral model commands, then you can give some delays, right? You can have different input output manually, you can give that, right? And the one more thing you have to remember, the test bench uses an initial block and delay statement and procedural statement, right, to give the same job of always. Initial block also will do the same job as that always statement, but the name we are using in a test bench is initial, right? ऑलवेज सारखंच काम करतो तो पण त्याचं इथं कमांड काय आहे, इनिशियल ब्लॉक. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, whenever you find initial command, you immediately recognize that it is a Verilog test bench, right? So we will have an example. So time scale 10 nanosecond, right, per 1 picosecond. That's the name, module, test bench module, right? Then register, wire, and again one thing, in test bench wire is used, right? In test bench wire is used, right? In your main design we are using a signals. So in a what you can say, same way you can say signals and wire, signals in VHDL and wire in Verilog, it is quite similar. लक्षात येत आहे, आपण जे VHDL मध्ये सिग्नल वापरतो, Verilog मध्ये तुम्ही त्याला वायर म्हणू शकता, राइट? Verilog मध्ये त्याला वायर म्हणू शकता. And always remember, to define outputs in a Verilog, you have to use wire. To define output, you have to use wire, and to define input, you have to use a register. In test bench only, yeah? I am talking about test bench, not your design code. डिझाईन कोड मध्ये जसं आपण नॉर्मली करतो तसं ते लिहायचं, पण टेस्ट बेंच लिहिताना तुम्ही इनपुटला कायम रजिस्टर म्हणायचं आणि आउटपुटला वायर म्हणायचं. आपण नॉर्मल कोड मध्ये काय म्हणतो, आउटपुटला रजिस्टर यूज करतो, बरोबर आहे का नाही. आपण जेव्हा नॉर्मल व्हेरिलॉगचा डिझाईन कोड लिहितो तेव्हा आपण काय करतो, आउटपुटला रजिस्टर यूज करतो, बरोबर आहे. पण इथे व्हेरिलॉगचा टेस्ट बेंच लिहिताना आउटपुटला वायर यूज करायचं आणि इनपुटला रजिस्टर यूज करायचं, राईट. यू कॅन रिकॉल द प्रिव्हियस कोड्स ऑल्सो, व्हेरिलॉग कोड्स, बरोबर आहे. आपण रजिस्टर कुठे वापरलेला आहे, फक्त आउटपुटला. डिझाईन कोड लिहिताना तुम्ही आउटपुटला रजिस्टर वापरायचा, पण टेस्ट बेंच मध्ये इनपुटला रजिस्टर आणि आउटपुटला वायर. सो नाउ यू कॅन immediately recognize A, B and clock is the input and wire C, that means C is the output. Always remember, output is denoted by wire in Verilog test bench, right. Then next line you can see it's a initial blocks that we have allotted here, right. That is dot in A, dot in A2 B, clock of clock. That means what we are doing here, we are actually mapping the inputs, right, the Verilog that we have used in our main design code to the test bench code, right, with this statement, right. I guess this same section that Rahul Basar has explained while writing the test bench, Verilog test bench, right, during guest lecture. Okay, then you can find the next is the initial statement. Okay, initial is the block statement that we are normally using in a Verilog. For writing Verilog test bench, you are normally using the initial block statement, then begin, then test, okay, and dollar finish. So it's a command where that first initial block or test program, after begin you can write different test sets. For example, A is 1, B is 0, clock is 1. So anything manually you can give some inputs to the simulator, that will come after begin statement, then end, then again second block, initial block you have started, then begin, then clock is equal to 0, forever #5, forever #5 is the clock is equal to not of clock. That #5 is nothing but the time. That means it, that forever, it is a actually loop statement. So it will execute that loop for 5 seconds, and when it will execute, clock is equal to not of clock, right, not of clock. That means whenever there is a clock signal and not of clock signal will happen, the block will repeat itself. So in the way you can write different test benches. In the right hand side boxes you can write different test vectors, right. Example we have written there, after begin, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. Then next is a #10, that means for 10, that means for 10 second, 10 millisecond, A will be the 0, B is 1. After next 10 second, it will change to A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, right. This section you can clearly see here. So in this way you can write test bench, right, for Verilog, right, Verilog test bench. So, okay, so just 2-3 points you have to remember here. First is a, in test bench, input is given by register and output is given by wire. This is the first condition. And second condition is you have to always use initial command in a Verilog test bench. समजलंय का सगळ्यांना? समजलंय का सगळ्यांना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this is the window that you can see test bench, right. So we have already conducted one practical, right, using Verilog code. Okay, so after completion of probably this unit, what we will do, we will engage some practical sessions also, right. So again we will perform different VHDL practicals, some Verilog practicals, so that you will understand how to write code and how to execute that using Xilinx software. Okay, all of you clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So here we will conclude the revision of unit number 3. In next lecture, we will start with the revision of unit number 5. That is, what is unit number 5? Testing, right? Testing of logic circuits. So again, we will repeat that. In that unit, what I will do, I will explain that how that fault model and path sensitization is carried out with the pen and paper with one example. Okay, I will try to do that so that you can have the better understanding of that unit. Okay, so today we will stop here. We have completed the revision of unit number 3. In next lecture, again we will start with the revision of unit number 5th, that is testing of logic circuits. Clear? Any doubt?
Okay, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. We will stop here.